Right now at 4, stressing the importance of care for moms after the birth of a child. Parents and family members are often solely focused on the health of the newborn baby, but moms need postpartum care as well. Kimberly Meehan is back to talk with us about that today. She's a psychiatric nurse practitioner. So Kimberly, thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
So let's start off by talking about what moms really do need right after birth. It's a very overwhelming moment, to say the least, and it's kind of hard to get a grasp on your own mental health.
Exactly. Yeah, I think moms need to feel held and supported just as much as the babies. You know, after birth, it's what do the babies need? Let me come hold the baby. Well, who's holding the mom, and what's going to make the mom feel held? And really, whatever is going to do that, I think a lot of it's food and, like, you know, dropping meals off on the porch or doing a meal train, or even just saying, hey, I'll hold the baby, you go shower, you get your basic needs met, you take a quick nap or a walk outside.
I don't think people realize how much the food helps, because you're like, when am I going to cook?
Yeah.
Do your needs change based off the number of kids? If you're, I mean, I know you're pregnant with your second child. If you have, 3 or 4 kids, do you think you have more needs?
I think absolutely, and I think that changes, right? I think especially for someone who's going into another pregnancy, it's okay, can I take your older kids out of the way so that you can bond with the baby, or so that you can, or vice versa, can I hold the baby and you can, nourish that relationship with your older kids?
And let's talk about how often you should check in, because I know some people are hesitant to do so right away because they're thinking, oh, well, she's busy with the newborn baby. And then you're also hesitant to check in too often because you don't want to seem like you're, overly concerned about them. So what would you say if it's a friend, a family member? How often should you be checking in?
I generally say just dropping a general text of like, hey, thinking of you, no need to respond. Hope you're doing okay. I'm here if you want someone to chat, but no need to answer me until you feel ready. And that kind of leaves the door open for the mom to say, oh my gosh, I need to talk to someone right now. Or they could say, I can't even read this for 3 days. Let me get back to you in a week. But there's not that pressure of expectation.
I think it sounds like a good time frame, because you're also you're so isolated postpartum that it helps to know that people are there, and you might not need it one day, but you might need it the next day. Let's talk about the importance of self-care. You were talking about, holding the mom too during that postpartum period, but what else can you do to help them lean into self-care? Even taking a shower at times can be challenging.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think self-care for new moms looks different, right? It's not going to be pedicures and bubble baths. It's going to be like what makes them feel like themselves. And so sometimes that's just saying, I'm here to listen. I'm an ear for you. It's saying, go get your 5 minutes of sunshine today and get out. Maybe it is getting your nails done, but I think for the most part, the self-care is really the basic needs rather than these kind of like external extra things.
Yeah, making sure you eat.
Yeah,
like that.
Making sure you eat, making sure you're sleeping. I mean, from a mental health standpoint,
right,
sleeping is the most important thing.
Oh,
and so whatever a mom can do to prioritize that.
So how do you find support? Because that can be so difficult to find if you don't have family in the area. And how do you know that, you need that extra help?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. I think it's going to depend where you live. Rhode Island is great that for many people in insurance, they have access to doulas. Rhode Island now has like free doula support for new moms under certain insurances, which is incredible. And doulas can help with a lot of that. They basically are there to help with, food and holding the baby and sleep and all of that.
Kimberly, thank you so much for being here again today and sharing your advice with us.